Hey, hey everyone. This is me wanting to preserve some work I did. This was a project of 2021, November 2021 to about June, July 2022. And this was me trying to, I suppose, learn a bit more about the insurance industry, one, and two, to looking for opportunities to make some money, try a business. So in this case, I built this app, which was supposed to be an online financial advisor, and this was the key module in focus, which was a financial health check. Up top here, you had a nice little what do you call it? Daily tips, like refresh. It might give you another tip. Registered annuities may be a great way to save on taxes. Well, this is for Trinidad and Tobago. Housing should never cost more than 25% of your income. This is your standard ratio used by most financial advisors for your monthly mortgage payments. So yeah, so you have some nice tips here, and then the financial health check was geared towards getting some of your demographic information, your bio information, and spitting out for you what would be a recommended amount of insurance, how much savings you should have by your age, and so on. It's very generic. Well, not very generic. It's somewhat generic because I had concerns about, storing very personal data from my users. Yeah, I didn't want to fall foul of any of the laws there. In terms of the location, okay, the geolocation API is actually on the home page. So I would capture the user's IP, their location, and that would allow me to tailor the financial recommendation, currency, and other information like that to the end user. So here we are, financial health check. Let's begin. Just a couple minutes at most. I'll fill in the answers as if it were me. Male. Oh, there's no back button. Oh, let me, almost 40. Let's say 40. Oh, right, but initially there was no back button, but at least you can change your answers, right? So I'm sure my answer. Move on. 11, Trinidad and Tobago. Not married. Two dependents. Youngest kid is two. IT. I've been in IT over 2 years. Right, and this portion here, I had a friend who asked why did I put the figures in USD. I suppose I use a template for another quiz application, and I didn't want to split the quiz out into all the different currencies around the world. I'm sure there would have been advantages to that in terms of the end user experience, but at the same time, in terms of on this previous page where I asked where you were from, I have the other option, so I didn't want to have a list with all the countries of the world. I think that most people are aware of the conversion rate for their currency to the US dollar, and that's what I went with. So current income about 2000 USD. Additional income, let's say no. Monthly mortgage or rent, let's say about 600 US. Value of savings. I won't put the actual figure here. Let's say 15,000. And what percent of my savings is invested? I'll say 10%. Okay. Credit card debt, thankfully none. Okay, no, let me put answers if I did. Let's say someone with 2,500 USD in credit card debt. Any other debt? mortgage excluding. No. And how much life insurance am I covered for? I currently have insurance. It's about 30K. Is it correct? Yeah, about that. Yeah. So let's see what the report says about my overall financial health. Ta-da! Okay, so my reported savings about 105K, and the ideal would have been a lot more than that. It gives some recommendations about the specifics, about my savings. According to this, my insurance is a lot less than it should be based on my income, age, and so on. This one is an income health, and this kind of based on global numbers or numbers for my country. It gives you what your income is on a percentile compared to other, let's say, people from my country, same age group, same gender, and so on. So overall score 37. I can improve on some of these things. And then I did a option where you can get the full personal report. And here I would input my email. Let's try this. And after like getting halfway through this project and thinking that I would be able to monetize monetize people doing the quiz, and then they get the feedback from the report, and then they would contact me for more information or put me in touch. I could put them in touch with insurance agents because I work in insurance. I thought that would have been the best angle for me to try to turn this into a business. And then in discussing with another a technology executive, he told me that it was too weak to achieve something like that, which I took this feedback, and he suggested why not sell this as a product, the data acquired as a product to agents, which I'm not even sure what the legal framework is in terms of doing something like that. But here I would allow the user to specify opt in or opt out. Yes, I would like to be contacted by a financial services professional. That would allow them to say yes. Here's my information. You can use it to advise me on on the right insurance, investment plans, and so on. So then I'd submit, and ta-da! All right, back to the home page. So let me pause for a second. Okay, so it didn't work out in terms of the email. It didn't come through, but you saw the report, and I had tested the email. It does work. I had started building out a dashboard for this site that would allow me to kind of track visitors. What's going on there? To track visitors, and overall these are the stats. So it was disappointing that I couldn't gain more traction with this. I don't know if I'm giving up too soon, but I don't think so. I think overall I had three, three, six. Well, one, two, three, four, five, six, 14 people who've taken the quiz, and this I launched this like August 2022. So that's not enough users or quiz takers to really suggest that this idea was gonna be a winner. So fail quickly, as they say. So then I tried to repurpose the site afterwards, and I added a module for exam preparation for insurance agents. You have to do licensing exams, and I was going to do those exams. And because I had some concerns about whether I could have a site like this and not be a qualified insurance professional, and I suppose it doesn't really matter. If it was a bigger site, it would matter. But I did incorporate a lot of the questions from that insurance advisor exam into this module here. So the exam prep helps you do the Trinidad and Tobago Insurance Institute, the questions. So if you're planning to become an insurance advisor, you could see if you could answer these questions, and if not, of course, I was going to have like a subscription where you pay to be able to access the content before you take your exam, and then you have a good sense of where you're at. Because the current format of that class is mostly paper based, so your preparation material is pretty repetitive, and you don't really know for sure how ready you are. So let's see how it goes. Net premium is composed of, I know the answers for these are back of my hand. Key personal insurance. Yeah, so basically, this is like a sample of the whole thing. It's about 60 questions altogether, but I would have to log in with Google to be able to access different modules. Insurance. Uh, Life insurance used to cater for final expenses except future education costs. So as you can see, I mean, this video is running a bit long, but I've been busy, and the site I built this from scratch. I have the code for this posted at GitHub, and you can have a look at some of what I implemented. I did remove all of the Google login stuff, of course. I don't want to get hacked to death. Yeah, let me just choose some whatever answers here. All right, so once you've completed this quiz here as a potential insurance agent or advisor, you get the report on how you did on that quiz, and it tells you on Unit 1, this is how I did. 4 out of 6, Chapter 2, 5 out of 6, which is quite good, and I wasn't even trying. But I did study really hard for that exam. So that's about it, and I hope you enjoyed reviewing my most recent project in terms of programming and IT and so on. And stay tuned for more. I hope to do more soon. Bye.